Hello Internet, welcome back. This is like the third video I've made. I guess I forgot how to use open broadcast. All my videos were just black or blank or whatever. So, welcome back to Farming Simulator 20... Oh, I'm sorry, it's not 2017, it's just 17. So, yeah, my intro video I made last week, I was very ignorant about how much stuff actually has changed. So I'm going to make some short videos about what I've noticed. So, number one, I don't think this was in any of the previous games except maybe by mod, but now Fs17 supports fertilizing and planting at the same time. I know that some mods did support this in Fs15, but it was not part of the game, and it was kind of this weird, like, it was like two trailers. It was wonky. But anyway, so so what we have here is the actually don't remember what planter this is. I think it's this one. Yeah. So you can see here in the menu, it shows you what types of things you can plant. So you'll see here in most of these more expensive ones, this is the seed icon, and this is the fertilizer icon. I think that's how that works. So you can see that quite a few of these actually support this feature, which is indeed very nice. So that brings me to the next subject. Well, so let's just start this guy. And you can see in the lower right, he's using considerably more seed than fertilizer, which is good. Let's get out of the way here. So now this brings me on to the next point, which is the whole plowing thing. So let's go to our map here. Soil composition. Now, this field I planted with corn. This field I'm currently planting with corn. Actually, I need to get this guy out of the way. So I bought this field. Excuse, let me mute myself here. So I bought this field from the computer. It had crops on it. I harvested it. After that, I plowed it, cultivated it, and now I'm planting and doing the first round of fertilization. Let me just get this guy out of the way, and then we can test this theory on this other field over here to our right. So there's differing levels of fertilization now. I think you're supposed to wait for the second application until the plants grow, the first stage, but I'm just going to see if it actually works this way. So you can see here this field is almost done plowing. I am going to just cultivate over the top of this. Normally I would fix this issue in the outside here, but meh. I don't really care right now. Actually, on all the other fields I did fix that problem, but... Alright, so let's get this guy going. So this is the potato field that I'm working on. Lots of potatoes there. So I think this is my... Yep, this is my sprayer. So let's just do a quick little test. Oh, this is empty. Crap. Okay, well, I guess we're not going to test that now. And I probably don't have any fertilizer down here. So this is one of my... It's not really a complaint, but... So the game wants you to buy these pallets of fertilizer and seed, and I guess just bring them around to each of the things that you're doing, each of the, you know, work areas or whatever, but I don't know, that just doesn't... I guess it makes sense, but it's kind of annoying in this sense, because you have to, like, cart this crap, like, all over the map, and it's just kind of annoying. But luckily this tractor, actually there are faster tractors, this one's okay, but... So, yeah, so plowing is new. In order to actually keep the yield up, you have to periodically plow the field. Kind of like real life. Yes, there's like no plow and no till stuff, but generally speaking, you do have to plow every season, or somewhat close to that. As you can see, I had a wheat operation with straw, needed some straw for the animals. I got potatoes going. So this is how I've been doing fertilizers, one out of these big pods here. Oh, gotta switch to the front one. So you can see that, I mean, they do hold a lot of fertilizer. Yeah, so 2,000 liters, or 1,000 gallons probably is what that actually comes down to. So, I mean, it's not horrible, but as you can see, it disappeared. So that means you have to bring the trailer back and buy another one. Nitpicky, yes, indeed, but it's just another one of those things. There are placeable ones that you can get as a part of a mod here. I think this is actually a mod that you can download from in the game. It says you can refill your sprayers at this tank. Note refilling will cost you a higher price for liquid fertilizer than buying it on a pallet. So, there's that. So you can see here, this is the pallet that I just used, so 2,000 liters. Well, it even says right there. So, not a huge deal, just a little bit of extra work. I'm going to mute myself again here, hold on a second. Alright, so the first step is plow the field. Generally, the second thing I do is cultivate it. The third step would be planting, and the first application of fertilizer. I think what you're supposed to do then is let the plants grow to the first stage, and then fertilize it for the second time. And that, I think, should get you up to the highest level of yield. Now, we'll see. So this field has been planted with corn, with the fertilizer on the first application. So we're just going to give this a test here. See if this actually works. Alright. Okay, it looks like it's not working. So let's take a look at the field here. Yeah, so it isn't. Okay, interesting, interesting. So this field over here, I actually plowed and then fertilized, and then cultivated after. So this is very interesting. So this field, I must have to wait until the plants grow to fertilize it for the second time. Okay, so that's interesting. That's good to know. So what's this guy doing? Oh, okay. He was being dumb. Alright, so let's get into this guy. This is my plow. Well, let me just clean up the edge here, and then I can finish rambling on. So, yes, the whole plowing / like yield thing, I think it works very well. Much more realistic. Gives you something to do in between everything else, you know, because you can't possibly have much to do in this game. The second thing that I will talk about in a later video or go over is animal production. That is a whole different ball game versus the older versions of Farming Simulator. It looks like they've taken a lot of the modded kind of concepts and rolled it into the game. And in fact added a few. So the newest thing is reproduction. So if you treat your animals well, they will reproduce for you and make you money. Second thing is an animal trailer. You can actually move animals around. In fact, it's cheaper if you move them yourself versus paying the animal dealer to deliver them for you. So that's an interesting ordeal as well. The feeding is very similar. They added pigs, which require different diets. You have to deal with that. Cows are similar. It's silage and blah, blah, blah. You have to mix all that stuff. So that's fine. I believe that you can actually sell cows for meat in addition to the milk. I think that's how they're doing it now. Could be wrong. I've actually got pigs going, but not anything else. Sheep are the same. They produce wool. I don't think you can sell them for meat. I'm 99% sure that you cannot. So, tough beans for all you mutton fans out there. Speaking of beans, you can actually do soybeans now. So soybeans around here, where I live now, well, in fact, where I used to live, are a huge deal. Corn is probably the number one. Everybody plants corn. The number two crop is probably soybeans, and then other things like the wheat isn't much of a big deal around here. That's more of the kind of the central United States. We're kind of in the northern part here, so yeah. So corn and soybeans are definitely the two big crops around these parts. So it's interesting that they added it. I just got an achievement. Must have planted 10 hectares. So regardless, it's interesting they put it in. They also added like poplar or willow planting for wood chips, and I'm definitely gonna get in on that action, because that's cool stuff. I've been watching lots of YouTube videos about that kind of stuff. It seems to be more popular in Europe, where they have like county-wide or something like that heating plants. That isn't really an option here in the U.S. I mean, your heat is provided by either electricity or gas or liquid propane if you live further away from a city. So like these centralized heating plants don't exist. But in Europe they do, and they use wood chips to supplement coal or whatever it may be. It's an interesting idea, and in fact there's a placeable wood-burning heating plant that you can buy in the game here. Not portable, placeable. And you can generate money with that. So I bought some pallets of, I think they call them poplars. I know they also do it with willows as well, but... So anyway, I bought some equipment to start that. As you can see, I've cheated in money. I talked about this in one of my previous videos. There's lots of experimentation that I do when I make these videos, and it's really annoying to do that when money is a problem. For example, there's a weeding device, and I still don't really know what it does. And, I wasted like 30 grand on that thing, and I just could not figure out what it does. So it's annoying when you're having to deal with that. So one of the first mods that I downloaded and installed was the money cheat mod. Works great. I gave myself $10 million, and you can already see that I'm well below that, so it should be interesting. So I think I've got myself in a self-sufficient state. I have some pretty good equipment, and I think everything I need pretty much, so... But as time goes on, I will make more videos. This is just a quick introduction, quick explanation about plowing and fertilizing and all that stuff. I will go into more detail as time goes on. So thanks again for watching Farming Simulator videos, and we'll see you on the next episode.